Disney's new private island, Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, looks horrible. They just did the previews, and I know it's the beginning, but previews usually are even spruced up even more than regular because they know media is going to be there and they're going to be showing everybody how the island is. But there's so many issues. I Disney has single-handedly made it easier for me to not book a cruise that goes to that island and instead pick Castaway Cay. Castaway Cay, from everything I've seen here, is so much better than the way Lighthouse Point is right now. I'm hoping in the future it gets better. It just looks unfinished. Let's go through all the issues here. First of all, when you get off your ship, there's a half a mile walk at least to get to the trams. Did they not think about this? It's not like they've owned another island and no logistics for people who are vacationing and going on a cruise. So Disney knows that this is going to be an issue. And don't give me the excuses they're trying to be eco-friendly or anything. There's so many things they could have done to alleviate this issue, whether it's just getting a continuous tram from there, making a bigger entryway so all the trams fit there, and then they drive them up. There's so many things they could have done. That's number one. Number two, the bug-infested, fly-infested food. I'm sure this is an issue that can be fixed, but to have this happen on a preview cruise, right? And how are you going to serve people with fly-infested food? It's like, I don't care. Like, let's say they didn't foresee it, right? Which could have happened. But when they bring the food out and they realize all these flies are on the food, are you going to continue serving that? No. What you're going to do is cover it up. Maybe you make an announcement. Be like, look, we're still working out the kinks. We're going to be coming and serving you, or, bringing you the food. Cover up the food, cover it up. And then when somebody wants something, take it to the bag, put it in a plate, or, something. Do something. It's disgusting. I've seen all these videos. And the other thing is, the island right now, they have new vegetation, sure. So it's not lush the way Castaway Cay is. I get that. It needs time, okay? But the design they have right now, it looks like a desert, right? Like, if you look at the buildings and just the shops, the buildings, the concrete area, it's so de-themed. It's almost just buildings with a few shapes on them. The buildings look like bathrooms at a local park. There's no feel of whimsy, no feel of Disney, nothing here. It looks like a desert island to me with a beach on the side, It doesn't look like a Disney family-friendly high-end, because this is an expensive Disney Cruise Line. So don't give me that, there's no excuses for this. It just looks, I'm hoping it's just unfinished, that this is not how it's going to be. And you know what I think? If enough people complain about it, if this is how Disney just wants to leave it, when they hear all the complaints, they're going to be forced to put more theming and make it more beautiful, all that stuff. Now, the thing I'll say positively about it, the water looks amazing. The actual beach water, crystal clear, beautiful, right? But that's like where it ends for me here. And I can get really nice beach at Castaway Cay, right? And what's funny is Disney has put their older ships to the new island to make more people want to go to the older ships. I know there's people that prefer the older ships anyways, and most of the newer ships, including the Treasure that's coming out, and the Wish, are going to be going to Castaway Cay. Some of them going to both. I think they shot themselves in the foot, because once people see this, they're going to want to go to Castaway Cay. So, I don't know, Another thing is the theme they're going with. This whole Junkanoo theme thing that they're going with. I understand the island, there's a culture on the island, north of the island, actually, but I'm not with it. The Junkanoo, it doesn't. If you've seen the little parade thing that they have with the costumes and the song, The music sounds like people playing on a kazoo. You know, and it's I mean it's colorful costuming and it's a little quick show, sure, but you know, when I think of Disney and the amount of imagination, Imagineers, and what they can do, and the IP they have, and the characters. Can you imagine if they instead of went with the with this Junkanoo thing going on, if they went with the theme of their stuff but island, their IPs but island. So, for example, imagine if like Moana's boat was out in the water with like Tafiti, you know, the whole like what do you call it? Maui's hook was on the in the sand, you know, and you could go take a picture with it or whatever. And then imagine like on the water, you know, in a Frozen 2, there is Elsa on her ice horse gliding across the water, right? One of the man, I love that imagery. Imagine if they put a statue, built it on the water there, seeing these little things all around, Disney's own stuff built. And my mind is even going even further. Imagine if for this island, like your ship stays when it gets dark still. It doesn't leave the island till really late at night. And at night they have tiki torches lined up. They turn on the tiki torches, giving it this vibe, this island vibe, with like a themed restaurant on the island, or just a little themed party on the island with tiki torches and stuff, and the beauty of the islands, you know, or at sunset, you know, it would be so beautiful and breathtaking. That would be the Disney touch. This Junkanoo stuff, it's not. I get it. It's a cultural thing and all that, but it's not something where would make me want to shell out the big bucks to go see. You know, it's not the destination thing that I want to pay for that pulls me to do this. You know, it's a nice addition, but it's not really interesting me. Maybe it's just me. But if you're gonna give me like a Junkanoo little quick show, at least give me something in the show that would make me want to spend my valuable time watching it. So here's where I'm at right now. I do have a cruise booked on the Wish, but it's going to both islands, Lighthouse Cay and Castaway Cay. But at this point, like if I had the funds or I was choosing where to go right now, my money would be on the Disney Treasure going to Castaway Cay. That's where my money would be, and I wouldn't even think twice about it. Of course, if there is a itinerary on the Treasure that goes to Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay, I would still want to try that new thing. But really, right now, from everything I see, once people understand what it is and what's going, if it stays the way it is that the previews have shown, the only people that would really want to go is people just to go to a new island, to try something new, to see the new Disney thing, you know. But when you look at the details and what it offers and the price you pay, and if you're deciding between this and Castaway Cay, it's Castaway Cay 100%. I'm going to be continuing looking at media and people going. The actual first guests going, I think, is today or tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, and see what the thing is. And hopefully we will hear about improvements, and the preview is not what it's actually going to be like. I know the trail, there's a nature trail, which I wonder if it's really just a way to walk to the places, or there's actual beautiful things to look at on the way. And the excursions weren't going. And honestly, for me, when I go on a cruise, especially like a beach destination, I don't want to pay extra to go on an excursion unless it's something really special, you know? And I've looked at the island of, what is it called, Eleuthera? I don't know how to pronounce it, but uh, I looked at the details of the excursions they're going to have, and they're not interesting to me in justifying the cost. It's not something like I wouldn't want to take my time away from that beautiful beach that they have to go on a excursion and just being there for a few hours. So, anyways, that's my thoughts right now. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what you think of what you've seen, what your plans are, and I would like to get in that discussion. All right, thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.